Greg, you look like you've had a day.
That obvious?
Talk to me.
I had coffee with Logan this morning.
Logan.
You haven't met him. He's been practicing maybe 3 years. Boutique firm 2 blocks from mine. Same practice area. He mentioned very casually that a new client signed with him last week. Found him through ChatGPT.
Through ChatGPT.
Apparently the guy typed in some question about his situation. ChatGPT recommended Logan by name. Client called, signed, paid the retainer. Logan told me this like it was a Tuesday, and the thing is, it's not a small case. It's the kind of case I've been trying to land for 2 years.
How's Logan as an attorney?
He's fine. He's 3 years out, Diana. He's fine. He's not better than me. He's not anywhere close to better than me.
So, what's the working theory?
I mean, he's done more with his website. He's flashier online, I think. Probably more SEO. He's got that whole Gen Z thing going where everything looks like a tech startup. I don't know.
I've seen his website.
You have?
I look at competitor sites in your market all the time. It's part of how I stay current. Logan's site isn't flashier than yours, and his SEO is worse than yours. Measurably worse.
Then why?
That's the right question. Tell me what you think ChatGPT is doing when someone asks it to recommend an attorney.
I assume it's, I don't know, some version of what Google does. Looking at who ranks well, who's got reviews, who's got authority signals.
That's what most attorneys assume. It's almost completely wrong.
How wrong?
The way these systems pick who to recommend has almost nothing to do with backlinks, domain age, or any of the things you and I have spent 15 years either winning or giving up on. None of it transfers.
Then what does it look at?
Let me ask you something. When you file something with the court and the format's wrong, what happens?
It comes back with a memo.
And then?
Everything I file after that gets scrutinized harder. The clerk remembers.
Right. But get the format right, file it clean, and?
It gets read on the merits.
That's what's happening with these AI systems right now. Your website is filing something with a new kind of judge. There's a format, specific data laid out in specific ways, schema, structure, a way of presenting who you are and what you do that an AI can actually parse. Get that wrong and the AI literally cannot read your page. Ranks it lower, cannot read it. You don't lose on the merits. You don't get to merits. Past the format, there are softer signals. The biggest one is substance. Most attorney websites are platitudes. We fight for your rights, aggressive representation, over 40 years of combined experience. That language tells an AI nothing. There's no substance for it to evaluate. It can't tell whether you're an expert or someone who threw up a template last weekend. Name the strategies, name the trade-offs. The same content that makes a good brief makes a good page for an AI. They just need it filed in a format they can read.
And Logan's site is in the right format.
Logan's site is in the right format.
He didn't do that by accident.
No, somebody set it up for him that way. Probably 6 months ago, maybe a year. He's been quietly in the queue every time someone in your market has asked ChatGPT for help.
And I haven't been.
You haven't been. Greg, can I ask you something honestly?
Yeah.
When Logan told you about that client this morning, what actually bothered you about it?
That he got the case.
Sure, but underneath that?
It felt like losing a case I didn't even know I was arguing. The judge ruled against me. I never got to make my counter-argument. I never even knew the hearing was happening. And I'm sitting here now wondering how many other cases like this one have already gone the same way. Over the last 6 months, year, how many silent rulings?
That's the part that stings. Not that Logan won, that you weren't in the room. And the reason you weren't in the room isn't talent. It isn't effort. And it isn't what most attorneys assume either. It isn't that Logan's a digital native. It isn't that he's on TikTok or doing Reels or has a slicker YouTube than you do. Plenty of attorneys his age are doing all of that and still getting nothing from AI. Logan isn't doing better because he's flashier online. He's doing better because he's bilingual. He has a website that speaks to humans and to the systems that now sit between humans and attorneys. You have a website that only speaks one of those languages.
A translation gap.
A translation gap. There's a piece on this on Speakeasy's site. It goes into what the format requires, what the softer signals actually are, and what you can do about it. Read it before your next coffee with Logan.
You make this sound fixable.
It is fixable. The window is shorter than people realize, but it is fixable. The attorneys who get themselves filed in the right format in the next 12 months are going to spend the next decade being the Logans in someone else's coffee meeting.
And the ones who don't?
Spend the next decade silently being passed over in favor of the attorneys who did. Look, Greg, whatever you or I happen to feel about AI doesn't matter anymore. It's the new Google. When someone runs into a legal problem, a divorce, a DUI, an injury, an estate question, anything, their first instinct now is to ask an AI about it. Quietly, privately, in their kitchen at midnight. Those conversations are happening right now, tonight. Either you're in the room when one of them turns toward attorneys, or you aren't.
Yeah, thanks, Diana.